Hey friends, thanks for tuning in to Light Gray Mage Let's Play Civ 6 Gathering Storm as Teddy Roosevelt. Hey friends, alright, so we're in part 2 of Civ 6 Gathering Storm Teddy Roosevelt. We're in part 2. I say this because I create these videos in like chapters. Gonna try to build a wonder. Try to build Mont St. Michael. So in terms of the videos, I'm gonna start trying to compress them a little bit because I know that they are a long series. These games take about 20 to 30 hours. And so posting 20 to 30 hours of video is kind of a lot. So I'm gonna try to skip to some of the more interesting parts. If you have any comments, let me know. Because we're going to be changing the format and the pace of the videos a little bit here. So, just look at New York. We settled this in the last video. This is a new city, and it doesn't have enough loyalty, even with Victor, to keep it from going independent. That's New York. How true to life. We're going to try to convert New York to snake religion, because snake religion will give us a little bit of a bonus. And we're also going to try and get Boston going a little bit better here. We actually want to try to clear those cattle so that we can put a, holy site there. Because that +4 mountain is just crazy. And we're still dealing with these southern barbs. We're going to have to take care of them eventually, but unfortunately we just can't commit a whole lot of resources to war. I mean, there's so much other stuff to be done in this game right now. Like, we're setting up our religion here. Trying to get some pull for the snake religion.
If facts don't fit the theory, change the facts.
And here New York has flipped independent. So we're going to end up needing to keep these troops over here basically all the time. We can't really deal with the barbs right now. That warrior, we have to have him attack across a river. It sucks, but we got to take New York back as soon as possible. The thing is that Bhavapura right there has 13 population compared to Boston's 9. They have a really substantial amount of pressure over there. Yes, let's get some musketmen. Gunpowder might give us the edge that we need to deal with the Khmer, but we'll see. So you see Bandar Brunei over here is making musketmen. Come on, what do you want from me? Oh sure, you're concerned. My troops are over here trying to get New York back in. So I don't really want to try to win a religious victory, but I do want to try to spread a little bit of my religion to these other guys. And we got to get this builder over to those cattle. Because if we can harvest the cattle, that would be a really nice holy site. So let's just see if we can send him over there. Or maybe we just want to clear this stone. Ugh, that's a tough decision. So that scout has a ranged attack, but it only has a range of 1. Yeah, I know. We'll start building musketmen just as soon as we research the technology. You can see there's an inspiration for gunpowder if we build an armory, but that's not on the agenda right now.
The 4 characteristics of humanism are curiosity, a free mind, belief in good taste, and belief in the human race.
So I really, really like St. Bart's Cathedral. I had a chance to build it in one of my last games, and we're going to have some cities down south here that are going to have a lot of tundra. And it would be cool to get St. Bart's built. So many dang barbs. So right here, we're just trying to buy a couple of tiles out so that we have tiles to eventually build a harbor on. And hopefully get ships out to port. Gotta add an additional belief to the snake religion. I almost never know what to pick here. Scripture's pretty good because it will give us a little bit better push, a little bit better pressure from our religion. Although you can see that Buddhism is going strong here. The Khmer are definitely putting out way more faith than we are. Oh, barbs and barbs and barbs. Yeah, we're gonna take the hills promotion for our scout here. That tundra is basically all hills. Always remember to be buying amenities. I would love some of that metal. Some of that shiny, shiny metal. England, what you got? Chocolate, please. Yes, please. Thank you. Alright, so here you can see our apostle has taken some damage. He probably got in a fist fight with another apostle, because that's what the religious units like to do. So we're going to bring his happy behind down to the holy place and have him heal up. This apostle definitely does not know what he is doing with his life. We're having this builder do some clearing or more around the city. I really want to get over to that 4-mountain tile, but I might have to wait until I get military engineers. I don't know. I might need to tunnel through one of these mountains. So what do you think? Museum? University? I might want to clear some stone. That would be a pretty wise move. We got 3 charges left, so we should do at least 2 more before we send him over. Because I do not trust the Khmer with the builder. Let's go ahead and clear this stone. Yeah, I know, I'm so indecisive. So you can see our scout is on a little bit of flat land here. We're getting some good range on these barbs. Should be looking at what kind of districts we can fit around these mountains here. Because we can get some decent +2, +3 districts down here in the tundra. Yeah, our faith production is not too awesome here compared to these other guys. You can see Australia's... Oh no, not Australia. Sumeria has a good amount more faith. I do like to see that big rebellion number. Wait, this builder has one more build left. I might want to have him do something with those cattle. Because I think cattle gives extra production with a pasture. I also kind of want to build a lumber mill. Let's see. We'll figure it out next turn. I know, that's lame, but I can always crush it later. Bhavapura just built a flippin' science building next to my mountain.
The three great elements of modern civilization: gunpowder, printing, and the Protestant religion.
So monarchy and theocracy are basically toss-ups here. Yeah, we don't really need the discounts. The faith discount. The government that we have is pretty much fine. We want to have a government that will give us more loyalty. Ugh. Theocracy and monarchy are basically toss-ups here. But I do get an additional economic policy slot with theocracy. So let's try it out and see what happens. We got bonus production toward wonders already. We do want to be producing some more settlers here, so that will be a good card to have in here. Let's do that. Looks like we are well on track to a great writer. I'm really thinking that I want the Yeah, getting some additional faith right now will give us, well, I'm sorry I'm being so indecisive. We definitely need more settlers. So we got settlers, great scientist. So I want to try to get New York trading so that we can get its population to grow.
Because she was so beautiful, they called her Princess Goldilocks, for her hair was finer than gold, wonderfully fair, and it fell in ringlets to her feet.
Nice. We definitely need to get some more culture in this civilization here. So now that we've removed the stone over here in Boston, we want to try to get this worker over to those cattle, if we can. But I just really don't trust the Khmer. I'm gonna wait for military engineers. Thirteen
Rocks
turns.
in my
All right.
path, I keep them all. With them, I shall build my castle. If you will be so good and generous as to let me free, the dolphin went on, I shall render you such real services in the course of my life that you will never need to repent of your kindness.
A talking dolphin. A talking dolphin! Alright, so we got the settler out. I want to put him either on the quartz or where that archer is, by that mountain. There's a lot of really good spots over here, actually. I mean, they're not great, but the one that archer is on is actually decent. And we definitely want to get a city in here. We got a nice 3 mountains. We got some iron. We're definitely going to want to pick up the iron down here. Got 2 good sources of quartz. It might be nice to put our city down on that quartz. We'll figure it out. Skeletor says hello. Meow. Say hello. Say hello. He only says hello when I'm not recording. That's okay. We should try to get some bombards going. It looks like we got open borders with Australia. There's not anything on that path to explore. Looks like we might want to bring this guy back. Yeah, we've covered pretty much everything here. We'll just bring our ships back to our own waters here. But we do need to send the scout scouting. Go scout! Can't cross water yet, but once we get there, we're gonna send that scout over. Mexico City has a lot of musketmen. Dang.
I cannot imagine any condition which would cause a ship to founder. Modern shipbuilding has gone beyond that.
Let's see if we can get some martyrdom going. I know that in real life we don't like martyrs, but in this game, the martyrs give us relics. And we're just bringing our ships back. It looks like England is moving some. Alright. Should see Mont St. Michael get built now. One turn left. Let's go.
Church and state, soul and body, God and man, are all one at Mont Saint Michel. And the business of all is to fight, each in his own way, or to stand guard for each other.
Nice. Oh. So we've been setting up for this theater square. It's definitely a big enough deal for us to get started on this now, to do it now. Come on, let's get in a god fight. God fight, God fight. Looks like New York is rebelling in 6 turns. It's 2020, y'all. New York is rebelling. So it looks like we have a couple of decent sites down here that aren't too close to anything. Too close to whatchamacallit over here. I was really hoping to get that wonder. Can we get Oxford University, maybe?
Petra is a brilliant display of man's
Lol.
artistry in turning barren rock into majestic wonder.
Oh, that's such a joke wonder in this game. Just to spite the other players. Charleston does need a harbor, though. Those coastal cities are basically nothing right now. Got a great scientist. That scientist is going to give us some Eurekas. I think in future games I'm going to start holding on to some great scientists for Golden Age. I definitely need to push harder on culture and science. It looks like we're making nice work of these barbs down here. I think the archer and skirmisher combo is going to eventually take down that barb camp down there. And this scout's basically just waiting to learn how to swim. Oh, scouts can swim now. All right. I'm not sure why my scout is pathing this way. That galley can just hang out. And we're working on Oxford University. And look at our gold growth. We definitely need to figure out how to make gold. This is my apostle that I'm trying to get killed. I want him to get killed far enough away from our cities so that he doesn't cause any loss of faith to our cities. Because when a religious unit dies, it will decrease the faith of all of the cities around it, like 6 or 8 tiles. And it'll also increase the faith of the apostle that killed it. So if it's a Buddhist apostle, then that'll increase the faith of all the cities around it. Let's get those Eurekas. Reveals oil. That is a huge one. That is a big discovery. Wow. Okay, Cincinnati's got one. Now see, that's what I mean about late game resources. You gotta plan to build some smaller cities further from your capital just to pick up some late game resources. I want to try to get New York to grow, but I don't know if it's going to happen this game. I think New York is just going to be in flux. What? Is this because of that scout? Oh, it's because of my galley. Whatever, Queen Victoria. So this settler, we're basically going to send down to these barbs, the southern barb camp down here. And let's get in a gunfight. In this game, it's usually better to attack a unit that hasn't been damaged yet, because units that are damaged in this game get penalties to combat. I hope this scout and skirmisher live, or archer and skirmisher. Sure, okay, thank you. Queen Victoria's just hating. Hating. This river is just getting hit and hit and hit.
In diplomacy, there are two kinds of problems, small ones and large ones. The small ones will go away by themselves, and the large ones you will not be able to do anything about.
This is going to give us the ability to hire spies. But unfortunately, New York has flipped again. We're going to keep flipping New York back to we're going to keep flipping them. We're going to keep bringing them back. They have musketmen now. Yikes. So we got this fortified archer, a couple of swordsmen, and a crossbowman. We really need to get one of those healer apostles over here so that our boys can continue attacking. This is a tough fight. We need more ranged. We got this crossbowman down here. And we need to move the swordsman back. Or maybe he can just fortify. The strategy is tough. We need to upgrade these to musketmen. And now we're actually in Khmer territory here. Alright. Not doing a whole lot of damage with these crossbowmen. We really need to get some bombards in here. I'm gonna wrap this video up here. If you're enjoying the series, please comment in the comments, or just like or subscribe, whatever. Thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned for more videos in the series. We're gonna do at least a few more for Teddy Roosevelt. Thanks.